Are you planning to take PT exam and want to know how to crack PTE in 2025? Then all you have to do is you have to watch the session till the end. Hello everybody, Aditi here from इसको दोबारा बोल रही हूँ. Hello everybody, Aditi here from PTE Universe. I'm back with another session. In today's video, दोबारा बोल रही हूँ. Hello everybody. Oh my god. Hello everybody, I'm Aditi from PT Universe. I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to crack PTE in 2025. I'm going to talk about the latest changes in PT, which latest changes in PT के बाद बोलूँगी. New tips and I'm going to talk about latest changes. Latest changes के बाद updated tips and tricks. Updated tips and tricks. How to cope with PT, how to cope up with the latest changing. Next, I'm going to talk about the latest changes in PT. Updated tips and tricks to cope up with the changes in PT. Next, we're going to talk about the new strategies. Guys, after the changes in PT, there are lots of strategies which are not working in PT and that you need to stop immediately. We're going to module I'll talk about which strategy is working. Module by module, I'll talk about which strategy is working and which strategy is not working. So without wasting any time, let's get started. And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel for the latest PT updated tips and tricks, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for the reels. Okay, अब मैं बात करूँगी. Let's start with speaking sections. एक minute. I'll first start with the speaking section. Okay, so guys, let's start with the speaking section. First, दोबारा बोल रही हूँ. So guys, let's start with the speaking section. Speaking section consists of 5 question type. First task is read aloud. First task से दोबारा बोलूँगी. First task is read aloud. Now there are no changes. For read aloud के बाद बोलूँगी. There are not there are not there are not much changes. There no. Read aloud, but read aloud you read the. In read aloud, guys, either you can read the full paragraph or you can use one-line strategy. A lot of people have been asking this question, that is read aloud strategy working or not? Well, read aloud strategy is working even after the changes. A lot of students have got a perfect 19 speaking and they've got their desired band scores in reading section. But this strategy will give mixed results if not used properly. There are a lot of people who are getting 19 speaking, but there are a lot of people who are getting 50 at the same time. You need to make sure you need to make sure you're using this strategy in a proper way in order to get the scores. You can read any 8 to 12 words in the sequence without making any mistakes. Okay, next बात करेंगे रिपीट सेंटेंस की. 1 मिनट में साथ साथ पीपीटी थोड़ा चेंज करूंगी क्योंकि मैं देख देख के बोल रही हूँ. Next we're going to talk about repeat sentences. There are no changes in repeat sentences. Repeat sentences is a very high weightage task and contributes a lot of marks to the listening and speaking section. First of all, you need to make sure you're speaking fluently and clearly. इसको काटना है first of all से दोबारा बोलूँगी. First of all, ये पूरी लाइन काटना. पहला पॉइंटर अब आएगा क्योंकि पीपीटी के साथ चलना है मुझे. Try to make sure, guys, you repeat as much content as you can. As can के बाद content is important. Try to repeat 70 to 80% of the content in the correct sequence, because this task contributes a lot of marks to the listening section. So you need to make sure you're repeating the content in the sequence. because दोबारा बोल रही, because this task contribute, ये line गलत हो गया है, because this, sorry, because because this task contributes a lot of marks to the listening section, you need to make sure you're repeating as much content as you can. Second, guys, try to make sure you're speaking clearly and fluently. A lot of people are just focusing on content and they take a lot of hesitations and pauses, which lowers their speaking scores. So try to make sure you're speaking clearly and fluently. A lot of times in exam you may see repeat, sorry, a lot of line काट देना. If you find, guys, if you find some repeat sentences are lengthy and you're not able to recall the complete sentence, you can add filler sentence in order to maintain the fluency. अब next task की बात करूंगी. Guys, moving ahead, we are going to talk about describe, image and read a lecture. There are a lot of changes in these two question types. Earlier, these tasks were checked by AI. Sorry, earlier it involved AI checking, but now lot of changes से बोलूँगी. Guys, earlier content was not important in these two question types, but now after the changes, content is very important. As well, को बोल काटना, content is very important. PT scoring यहाँ से बोलूँगी मैं. PT scoring system has been updated recently and now it involves AI checking as well as human checking. In order to avoid human checking, you need to make sure you're adding relevant content उसके बाद आगे बोलूँगी. You need to minimize the use of template and you need to maximize relevant content. Guys, you need to minimize the use of template in these two question types and you need to maximize relevant content. If it's an image, you need to talk about the image. You need to talk about the image. For describe image, try to speak for 30 seconds. Guys, if I talk about read a lecture, gone are the days when if it's read a lecture, for read a lecture, guys, for read a lecture, stop adding keywords. You need to make sure you're adding phrases and try to speak for around 35 seconds. Guys, okay guys, I'm repeating. Guys, please make sure for both of these question types you're not using repetitive templates like I can see from the picture, I can hear, same thing. Stop repeating again and again and try to make sure you're not giving, try not to give templated responses. Try to speak naturally instead of giving templated responses so that your answer should not get flagged by AI. If your answer will get flagged by AI, it will be checked by human. यहाँ तक ये पूरा हो गया. Next, moving ahead, we have fifth question type, answer short questions, which is not very much important, so I don't want you to practice it a lot. If you know the answer, you can repeat the answer. If you know the answer, you can speak the answer. If you don't know the answer, guys, repeat the keyword from the question and just try to make sure you're speaking clearly. Speaking हो गया, मैं next चलूँगी. No changes. Next, we are going to talk about writing section. Which has next we are going to talk about writing section and there are a lot of changes in the writing section. अभी आगे बोलती हूँ. Let's first talk about, if I talk about summarized written text, there are not much changes in this task. Still, you can use the template, or I say format or structure. You can connect 2 to 3 lines using connectors. Try to make sure you're writing within the word limit, that is 5 to 75 words. do not exceed 75 words. Most importantly guys, in this question type you can just write one full stop. So do not use more than one full stop, question mark or exclamation mark in your answer. आगे चलते हैं. Next we're going to talk about essay. There are a lot of changes guys. Next we are going to talk about essay. There are a lot of changes in the writing. Lot of changes in the essay. Next we're going to talk about essay. There are a lot of changes. Next we're going to talk about essay writing section. There are a lot of changes in essay as well. Earlier, one word essay topic templates were working well. Content was not very important, but after the changes in PT, content is very important. Guys, if you are not addressing the topic clearly, if you are not writing relevant content, you can get 0 out of 15 in PT essay writing section. एक second. So make sure whenever you are writing an essay, you are addressing the topic properly. You are adding relevant content. And when I say content, you need to make sure you're adding sentences, phrases, keywords. Only keywords will not give you your desired band score in writing section. Desired band score नहीं आएगा, desired score बोलना है. बोल तो दोबारा से, desired score in writing section. For guys, recently I have uploaded a video. Guys, recently we have uploaded a full video on essay writing section, how to write essay after the changes in PT. So try to make sure you watch the video so you can understand how to attempt essay writing section. You can use any structure, but don't use such templates where you have to just write one word essay topic. You need to write 4 paragraphs: intro, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2 and conclusion. And just to try to make sure, बस ये चीज़ ही, just try to make sure वाली लाइन ही काट दो. आगे मैं चल रही हूँ. Moving ahead, I'm going to talk about third section. Moving ahead, I'm going to talk about third section, which is reading section. Well, reading is one of the a lot of students struggle in reading section. There are no changes in reading section. There are no changes in reading section, guys, so you do not need to worry. But ko kaat do. You need to make sure that you prioritize important question. Guys, a lot of times, guys, so there are so many, a lot of ko kaato. Guys, there's so many students who are not able to complete their reading exam. Reason being, they're not good with time management. First thing, you need to make sure you prioritize important question types like reading and writing blanks and reading fill in the blanks. Reorder paragraphs is a medium weightage question type. You need to make sure for blanks you're good with POV. POV ko kaat do. You need to make sure you're good with. You need to make sure you're good with vocabulary, grammar and collocations. You need to know ko kaat do. Reading section is, it's not all about. Guys, remember, एक second. Remember, PT is not an English test. It's guys, a lot of times students ask me, Aditi, my English is not very good. Can I get my desired band score in reading section? Well, you need to understand that PT is not an English test. It's a tips and tricks based exam. So in reading section also, there are lots of tips and tricks, and you just need to understand the working tips and tricks, and you can get your desired band score in reading very easily. And guys, also you need to make sure you do not waste your time on unimportant question types like multiple choice, choose multiple answer, multiple choice, choose single answer. These two question types are highly unimportant. Even while solving the exam, try to make sure you do not spend a lot of time on unimportant question types, else you will not be able to complete your exam in due time. ये रीडिंग सेक्शन हो गया. अब नेक्स्ट की हम बात करेंगे. नेक्स्ट वी गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट guys, moving ahead, we are going to talk about last section, that is listening section. There are nothing much has changed in the listening section. Nothing much has changed in the listening section as well. Again, you need to focus on important question types. Total there are 8 question types, and again in listening section as well, lot of students are not able to complete their exam. Reason being poor time management. दोबारा बोलती हूँ, ये मैंने अटक अटक के बोला है. Again in listening section, there are a lot of people who are not able to complete their exam. Reason being poor time management. First thing, you need to focus on important question types, summarize spoken text, listening, fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, and write from dictation. And also guys, you do not, okay, and again guys, don't waste time on unimportant question types like multiple choice, choose multiple answer, multiple choice, choose single answer, select missing word, and highlight correct summary. These 4 question types are not that important, so don't waste a lot of time on these unimportant question types. Just listen to the audio, and when the audio is getting played, you can select your answer. Since you will not be able to skip these question types, so do not panic. आगे अब मैं बोलूँगी. First, I'm going to talk about summarize spoken text. उसके बाद है listening. एक मिनट रुकना, मैं यहाँ कुछ देख रही हूँ. पहले मैं चलो बता देती हूँ जो क्वेश्चन टाइप्स है. एक मिनट, मैं पहले लिस्टिंग में बताती हूँ फिर. ओके, यहाँ पे समराइज स्पोकन टेक्स्ट. So guys, let's first talk about summarize spoken text. A lot of students have a lot of summarize. A lot of students are a lot of okay. After a lot of के बाद अभी बोलूँगी, उसे काट ही देना. Guys, after the changes, a lot of students are confused and stressed whether they can use the templates in summarize spoken text or not. Well, there are no changes in summarize spoken text. Still, you can use templates if you want to know. If you want to know, को काटो. If you can frame the sentences, you can frame the sentence. If you know how to frame. If you know how to make sentences, you can make sentences. If you don't know how to make sentences, you can add keywords as well. So in this task, there are no changes. All the templates are working well. First thing, follow the word limit, that is 50 to 70 words. Second, focus on spelling and grammar. Both of them are very, very important. Third, try to make sure you proofread your answer. And try to make sure you proofread your answer. Next, we have multiple choice, choose multiple answer. This is not important. So just while listening to the audio, select your answer. And this question has got negative marking. So if you're not very sure, just select any random. So if you're not very sure, just select any random answer and press next within 3 to 5 seconds. Don't waste a lot of time on this. Don't waste a lot of time on this question type. Guys, Guys, next we have listening fill in the blanks. Very very important question type, contributes a lot of marks to listening and writing section. First thing, make sure your focus, first thing ko bol rahi hu, make sure your entire focus is on the recording. Guys, first thing, make sure your entire focus is on the recording. A lot of times I've seen students are not very focused and they miss the answer. So try to make sure you're totally focused on your screens. Sometimes there are 2 or 3 blanks which are very close, so don't get stressed. Just try to do multitasking. Just try to do multitasking and try to write both the answers. नहीं, ये लाइन नहीं आएगी. When 2 or sometimes there are 2, दोबारा बोलती हूँ. Sometimes there are 2 or 3 answers. Sometimes there are 2 or more answers close. Sometimes there are 2 or more answers. Sometimes guys there are 2 answers in one line, so you do not need to panic. Just try to make sure you're able to do the multitasking and you are paying extra attention to the location of the blanks. Guys, next Guys, for this question type, be careful with tricky spellings like that. Sometimes some words are silent, psychological, there versus there, there versus there. So try to make sure you're good with SESED, because a lot of times students get confused. And in this question type, you cannot write extra words. So you have to write just one word. आगे चलते हैं. Guys, moving ahead, if I talk about multiple choice, choose single answer, select missing word, highlight correct summary, there are no changes in these 3 question types again, and these are highly unimportant question types, so I don't want you to focus a lot of time preparing for these question types. Just while listening to the audio, select the answer and press next. Again, if you will waste a lot of time on these question types, you will not be able to complete your exam. अब लास्ट हम आ गए हाईलाइट इनकरेक्ट वर्ड्स पे, वो तो इसने उड़ाई थी हैं. Guys, next we have highlight incorrect words. Now this is a very very important question type and is one of the easiest question types in entire PT and one of the easiest question types in entire PT. Entire PT नहीं करना. And one of the easiest question types in PT. एक second. There are no changes in highlight incorrect word. You just need to make sure you are moving the cursor along with the screen and you tap your answer immediately. Because this task has got negative marking. So if you are not very sure, don't select the answer. And just try to make sure you pace up. And just try to make sure you keep pace of them. ये मत बोलो, ये रहने दो. Last we have write from dictation. Guys, last we have write from dictation. Again, a lot of students are stressed. Can we add extra words in write from dictation? Do we need to write in the sequence? How many extra words we can add? First guys, even after the changes, even after me, first guys से बोलूँगी. Guys, firstly there are no changes in write from dictation as well. Still you can add extra words in write from dictation, but I will advise you can add बोलूँगी दोबारा. But I will advise you to add extra words if you are doubtful, that is singular, plural, SESED, spelling, spelling, plural, articles, spelling, articles. Don't add a lot of extra words because guys in listening we have very less time. So if you will be wasting a lot of time So if you will be adding a lot of extra words in one dictation. So if you will be adding a lot of extra words in one dictation, there are chances you will not be able to complete your exam. Guys, for this question type, you can Guys, for this question type, try to make sure you improve your listening skills. Listen to the audio, take notes. If you are very good with typing, then only directly type your answer on the computer. Else I prefer taking notes and taking notes and initial technique. You can follow initial technique, or you can write half sentence or half you can remember, but try to make sure you take notes while the audio is going on. One second. Make sure you improve note-taking strategy and make sure the first letter is capitalized and you put a full stop at the end of the sentence. So guys, अब मैं end करने लगी हूँ. एक मिनट मुझे देना, end कैसे करना मैं देख लूँ. Writing no changes, old versus new. So that's it for today's video. Okay, so guys, this is all about. So guys, that's it. It's all. So guys, that's it. So guys, that's it for today's video. We have talked about all the changes in PT which have occurred recently. Remember guys, a lot of students are a lot of students who are getting a lot of students who are Guys, a lot of students are asking, is PT becoming harder day by day? Is it easy to crack PTE? Sorry. Is it easy to crack PT? Are students getting the result even after the changes? Well, yes, students are getting results even after the changes. Well guys, there are some changes in PT, but even after the changes, students are getting their desired band scores and even perfect 90. So you do not need to worry. You just need to know what are the changes and how to cope with it. That's it. If you're using the working tips and tricks, if you're using the right strategies, the right templates, you will be getting your desired band score for sure. Guys, if you liked, guys, before I end today's video, let me know in the comment section when are you planning to take PT exam, and also please do like, comment and subscribe our YouTube channel which says PT Universe. We are trying to make Guys, let me know in the comment section what should be the Guys, let me know Guys, let me know in the comment section what should be the topic for the next video, and I will try to cart though. And please share this video as much as you can with your friends who are preparing for PT. Aditi here from PT Universe. All the best.